the abstract work, the way that it looks, it reels people in by just looking at the actual picture, which tells a story.
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Dwyane, CEO and founder of LUL Magazine, and you're watching #Verse TV. Make sure you guys check it out by commenting, thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing for sure. I'll be here all week, baby.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Ala T on Verse TV, and I'm here, your girl Yuri G, and I'm here with Dwyane from LUL Magazine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Yuri. Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm great. Okay, and so I want to go ahead and get a little bit of information about you.
Okay.
So, for our audience who may not know you yet, where are you from?
Okay. Originally, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. So I'm a country boy originally, and I don't even really consider myself to be country because Montgomery is not in the country. It's like a small city. But yeah, that's exactly where I was born and raised, Montgomery, Alabama.
All right. So, what brought you to Atlanta?
Well, before I came to Atlanta, I actually moved to Florida. So Florida, I had been in Florida for about 6-7 years before I decided to transition here to Atlanta. I have a career. I'm a software engineer, so I do that by day, and then I run and push my business, throughout the week, and on the days that I can have found some space for it. I have an opportunity to become a engineer in Florida. I ended up transitioning to Atlanta, where there was a lot more pay involved, and so forth. And so since I had the opportunity to do.
All right. So, how has that origin influenced your work?
It influenced it a lot, actually, because when I think of Florida and I think of Montgomery and then I think of Atlanta, they all have different types of way that they move. Alabama was a little bit slow. It was a little bit behind everything. Florida was the beauty of diversity. There was a lot of black, Hispanic, all types of people, so it kind of gave me a little flavor to the stuff that I was trying to do as far as meeting people, having events, just trying to really pick my audience, the type of people that I wanted to kind of target for the magazine. It's just black excellence everywhere. So, I mean, that really, really pushed me in a position to where to say, you know what, I might as well continue the process of the magazine and the brand itself. And I decided to expand it a little bit more here in Atlanta. So they all have their ups and downs, but I mean, for the
Okay, and I see how you brought up about your audience. So I want to know who would you say is your target audience for LUL Magazine?
Normally when when you your magazine and anything to certain people, you have to have a specific set of people, like what you mentioned as far as an audience. I try to reach out to just people in general, but I think I've had an impact more so for millennials, I guess, because of the type of content that I kind of put out there, the abstract work, the way that it looks, it reels people in by just looking at the actual picture, which tells a story. And that's what I try to do most of the time when I'm actually creating a front cover. But our men and women, millennials though. But then I also have like my older crowd as well too, who like to actually hold on to the physical copy of LUL magazine or whatever type of product that we have. Try to also kids through the magazine itself too, and we just recently did an honors for Brown Boys Lemonade recently, who's here in Atlanta, so they sell their stuff, their products, and it's pretty dope. So
Right. In creation.
well, I thought about different ways of being creative, and I used when I was younger. Literary work was really good, and I kind of felt like a lot of people express themselves if like to write. And I was one of those people that like to write. I could explain myself better. I'm the type of person that if I have a lot going on in my head, it's hard to come out of my mouth as clear as it should be, whereas I see it in my head. So sometimes it's best to write it. So I thought about maybe just creating a platform, a space where people do literary works. And I used to do like little events and be a part of little events back in Alabama. And then that's where the idea for LUL Magazine came from. I'm a humanitarian as a person, so I try to do my best to help people the best way I know how. And as an outlet and for my platform, the magazine born from that. So
Okay. And specifically, what things have inspired the name LUL Magazine and its creation? Let us live.
So I'm not just a one-sided person as far as thoughts and or ideas. I like to include all people, black, white, Asian, whatever it is. And I always thought of just creating this platform where anybody's story can still be relatable to any reader. It doesn't matter who you are, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So what it was is I said, you know what, let me create something for the people, not just for a group of people, but the people. And that's just anything under the rainbow. So if you notice, like, the magazine is created, but it also has the Rainbow Coalition here, just to let people know that this magazine also includes friendly. It doesn't turn away from anything that involves LGBT, and then you have stuff for heterosexual people. So it's just a mixture of stuff, man, that kind of flows together. It tells a story. And I think when people are seeing stuff that they can relate to, it makes it easier for them to understand and support. So that's what I really wanted to do with LUL, and that's where the name comes from, Let Us Live, because it's about different ways that people live. And, you know, you might not be a rich person, but you may be that single mom who's taking care of her son by herself. You know what I'm saying? Or you may be that single father who's taking care of their kid by themselves. Or or you might be running a business or creating a business and wanting to be an entrepreneur. So the stories in my magazine will be able to help guide people like a vehicle, to maybe see like different other options as to how people handle things. Maybe can help them out in the long run.
All right. So, what are some special touches that you like to put in your covers to make LUL most eye-catching?
I like to put story lines in my front cover. So the first issue, and I don't know if you guys got the chance to see the first issue, but it was the cover of me. It represented just a new direction for me. It represented home for me, because I knew that if I just started this journey with the magazine, that I would spend a lot of time with it. So it kind of represented some median to like a lot of people out there, to show them that I am talented and that I actually have other things to offer. And so that was the first one. And that first issue is called If I Told You the Truth, Would You Still Love Me? And it was pretty much a foundation for different situations that people go through that they never thought they would share with someone else, because they knew how that concept. That was a really this concept. And then this here is here is pretty much a storyline between royalty. You've got an Indian prince, you've got an Egyptian queen, and then you have an African prince. So it's the story of kind of built into each other, kind of showcases, okay, they're in love, but one love conquers the other because they're in love and not the third person. So it kind of shows a fight between just love and power. So that's why you see here at the bottom, we have love is power. It just represents anything. If you know that you love something that you do, then that's where the power comes from. If you don't have any love for it, then how can you have power for the thing that you said that you like? So I just kind of started showing and showcasing different things in different businesses and different relationships and so forth throughout the issue, to kind of remind people about love, the unity, the diversity that makes up that love and that power that they will put into the thing that they love the most. And so throughout the issue, you'll be able to see different representations and different stories that you can read about how people are in love with what they do and how they move about doing it. You can find us on Instagram, that LUL Magazine, the number 13 is the Instagram handle for the business. If you want to find us on Facebook, that's Let Us Space Live, LETUS Space LIVE. And then also on Twitter as well as LUL Magazine. 13. So if you want to check us out, make sure you guys are following us on those platforms.
Before we close it out, Dwyane, would you like to go ahead and give everybody your social media tag so they can follow?
Sure. My social media tag is Dwyane the Boss. That's DWYANE DABOSS. As well as if you want to again follow the Instagram for LUL Magazine. That's LUL Magazine number 13. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, let us know what you like, what you don't like, so that way we can be a better service to you.
Period.
Period.
All right.
Thank you, Yuri. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.